Hurricane Joaquin is now forecast to miss the United States with a storm track that now takes it east into the Atlantic Ocean. Just take a look at my Bloomberg terminal. This is our BMAP function. It shows the latest predicted path of the hurricane. But this does not mean that there still won't be an economic effect from the storm. Share prices of storm-sensitive stocks rose and fell as the tide did with the changing forecasts. Bloomberg's Ramy Inocencio has been looking into this and joins me now for more.
Hey there, Pim. Yeah, you know, it's interesting that there's always a tradable moment in anything, and in this case, it's a hurricane. So investors who are storm watchers can trade, or have traded, in fact, on stocks that are sensitive to the weather. So in this case, home improvement stores, energy storage companies, and on the flip side, actually, insurers actually saw some effects from Hurricane Joaquin, even though it didn't hit us. So, for example, I want to take a look at Home Depot and Lowe's.
Right, people stocking up on everything and maybe getting plywood in order to put up against windows and so on.
Exactly. So in preparation for that, a lot of people were thinking, oh, you know what, we need to just get ready just in case. So since September 30 and over the past few days, we did see a price rise. Right here, you're seeing a 1 week, so it's not accurately showing it, but if you just look at from September 30 over the next 2 days, it has risen. And interestingly, looking at what happened with Hurricane Sandy a few weeks ago, Home Depot actually got nearly $300 million in a sales bump in the fourth quarter of 2012 and the first quarter of 2013. Something similar for Lowe's. They saw a 0.3 percentage basis point bump in their quarter revenue for that same time frame. Another thing to talk about is energy storage companies. Of course, when the lights go out, what are you going to need?
You're going to need power somehow.
Power and flashlights. And so similar here, you can see that Energizer Holdings, of course, the maker of batteries, from September 30 also rose over the next few days, seeing that bump there. Interestingly, also passes precedent. Sandy contributed about an $18 million bump, or about a 1% bump, to Energizer's sales revenues when the storm hit during that time a couple years ago.
All right, so you got Home Depot, Lowe's, as well as Energizer.
Right.
Any other segment? You mentioned insurance companies as well.
Yeah, that's right. Insurers, as the storm got closer, actually fell. We started seeing that actually happening last Thursday through Friday. And looking at Allstate right now, even from September 29, you can see that fall over the last 3 days there. The 1 week it's down by nearly 3%. And interestingly, Allstate lost $1.1 billion from Sandy. So as you can expect, as the storm gets closer, everyone gets a little bit more nervous, saying, oh no, are the insurers going to take a hit? Interestingly, I talked with BN's Brian Sullivan up in Boston, and he said, get this, that $15.7 trillion of property all along the coast is exposed and at potential risk of storms.
Well, because you also have, because they have flooding. I mean, flooding.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't have to be the
flooding,
hurricane, but you
wind shear.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be that close. And interestingly, just have one final thing I want to show you. Take a look at this. Over the past 30 years, the top 3 states to have had the most losses by insurance were Florida, which you can sort of understand, Texas, of course, also there. But interestingly, New York, 9%, and that's about $43 billion there. And it surprised me when I saw that, because we are so far north. But all told, over the last 30 years, get this, almost $500 billion has been incurred in terms of losses because of storms that have hit the country.